Hey everyone, I'm going to show you the deck we're going to be playing for this format. It's going to be a fun deck, and it's going to be an old time deck. Gladiator Beast. Alright? I'm going to explain as I go through so everyone knows the cards. First of all, play 2 Lakori, 3 gets 2 clogging. I only play, I think, 12 monsters, and it's still way too cloggy when I play 3. I always end up with more than 2 in my hand, which is not good. Next, 2 Darius, he's a monster reborn. Ekes, pull back any Gladiator Beast card. Bestiari, he's your best friend, he destroys backfield. Murmillo, he destroys front field. Then we have 2 Fire Fist Bear and 3 Reborn Tengu. Tengu is really good, but it's not like in the past. It's easy to go around right now because the ruling on it is that if it's returned to the deck, it's not going to special summon anymore. So Phoenix Wing Blast goes around it, and Castel, Wing Beast Exceed, goes around it as well. Also, if you exceed with it or 101 takes it, you get no more Reborn Tengu because they're still considered to be on the field. Moving on. 3 Gladiator Beast Proving Ground and 3 Fire Formation Tenki. This means you have no excuse to not find a monster. You have 6 search cards, okay? You have to find a monster, whether you believe it or not. Next we have 2 Fire Formation Tensu, because it works real easy. A lot of times you'll get first hand one of this, a Tenki or a Proving Ground, and a Gladiator Beast. What you can do with this, search for Lakori, activate Tensu, and use your Proving Ground to get you Bestiari. From there, you can set Contact Fusion into Geysers and destroy 2 cards they control. Not to mention you haven't attacked it. So the extra normal summon is very important and it's very good. Moving on, play 3 Forbidden Lands and 3 Mystical Space Typhoon. Space Typhoon is one of the best cards in the game. Stops Cliffords in its tracks, and Forbidden Lands is just always great for going around back row, and when your opponent attacks you, you can lower their attack. When you attack them, lower their attack. It goes around certain monsters. Gladiator Beasts don't have high attacks. And the one-offs, Book of Moon, Rageki, Soul Charge, and Snatch Steal. Soul Charge, you can Soul Charge back Geysers, effect will trigger and blow 2 cards, just in case if you didn't know. And for the traps, we have 3 Gladiator Beast War Chariots, 2 Mirror Force, 2 Horn of the Phantom Beast, and one-offs, Torrential, Bottomless, Compulse, Sunny Morning. All very good trap card, and as we know, the reason being why Chart is so good is because SKS can get it back from the grave. Now, for the extra deck, we have 1 Hercules, 1, what is this called? I don't want to butcher its name, so here we're moving on to life. 1 Esidari and 2 Geysers. I have never summoned this because the 3 cards. Normally if I'm in that big of an advantage and I'm playing Lakori, I'm going into Hercules. And Hercules shuts down Pendulum decks because they can't use the Pendulums as spell cards to begin with. And you only need 1 Esidari because you can exceed someone as an option. The only way you have to Esidari is when your both Darius would be gone. And Geysers, if you could summon 3, trust me, you're already winning. No, because you play Snatch Steal, you have to play Synchros because you might get a tuner. So 1 Stardust, 1 Black Rose, 1 Goya Guardian, and 1 Catastrophe. Just toolbox Synchros. Best at what they do. Now for the Exceed, Ragnar Zero, Tiger King, 101, Dweller, Gaga Cowboy, and the only rank 3, wind up Zen mains. That's it for your Exceeds. So you play Fusion, Synchros, and Exceeds. And for the side deck, Bestiari. I couldn't find space for him in the main deck. I'm already playing 41 cards in the main. So he has to take a little bench. Especially that he doesn't work against every deck. Like if you go into meta decks and they don't rely on Grave, he becomes completely useless in the deck. And he has very low attack, 1200. Next, 2 Fossil Dino. Very good card, self-explanatory. 2 Consecrated Light, very good as well, self-explanatory. Dimensional Fissure, to make sure your opponent's cards that would go Grave and Graveyard Reliant decks get shut down. 2 System Down for Gear Girl, and Clifford, what it does, you pay 1,000 and banish all machine monsters on the field. You have 1 Nobleman of Crossout, self-explanatory. Macro for Graveyard Reliant decks. Soul Drain, exact same thing. Now we have 2 Dust Tornado. You should play Fairwind over this. I just don't have any Fairwind. Okay. It destroys the opponent back row, especially very good against Cliffords. Last but not least, the Transmigration of Prophecy. This card is really good. It's at 3 now. You can play all 3 in your side deck. The thing is, what makes it really good, because of Reborn Tengu. Anytime I'm going to run low, I just put more in the deck. And if you're playing 3, which you can be, you can put back one of this and Tengu consistently so you don't deck out. That's probably why they were hit to begin with, because of people like me. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Have a great day. I'm out.